This video is going to walk you through the basics of collaborating with us on the content that's going to go onto your website. Typically, our content is going to be planned and initially written in on a Google Drive using Google Docs as a word processor. And I just wanted to walk you through a couple of the features here that you're going to be using when collaborating with your writer. The first thing is I want to call your attention to this button up here with the pencil, where we can change it. We can change your editing mode from editing, where you are just like directly editing the document. Like, for example, let's say I want to just say your guide to painting plaster walls. So here I'm just editing it, and every time I make an edit, it automatically gets saved. This is in the cloud, so there's no need to share anything. As you're editing it here, we're getting all of those edits on the other side. There's also another mode where we can do suggestions. So if I click on suggesting, now let's say, and we often prefer that you do this unless you're absolutely adamant that you want something changed. It probably is better for us to do this, because then what happens is we get a notification that these suggestions have been placed, and then we can have a conversation about it. So let's say you write get rid of delete. Someone else can go in here and say we should leave it, and then hit reply, and we can go back and forth and have a conversation about these edits. Once someone comes to a final decision about what should be done, we can either reject the suggestion or accept the suggestion. In this case, I'm going to reject it. I want it to continue saying old. The rest of this, really, I guess the only other feature is if you wanted to leave a comment, like let's say we select this, we highlight this whole entire section, and then click on this box right here where it says, this little plus sign where it says add a comment. I can leave a comment about the entire section. Click comment, and then we can have, again, a conversation. This is a conversation. Reply. And finally, the last thing that we would want to do is talk about links. So if you see that any of this is hyperlinks, so it has a hyperlink. Like let's say we click here, and I'm gonna do a search for plaster walls. Now, let's say I want to link to the Wikipedia page. Apply. So if you ever, as you're going through this, if you see anything underlined, or that if you click on it, you should be able to see whether there's a hyperlink or not there. In this case, you have the blue hyperlink. I would just also ask you to just take a look at where the writer is linking. This is usually going to be not a problem, but we just want to make sure that we're not linking to any resources that you, the client, don't want us to be linking to. And finally, when you're done with everything, we just need you to shoot us over a message and let us know that it's approved. At that point, we can get it up on your website.